Hey everybody, Justin here, and I have a quick tip for all you creators who just hate doing the boring bits of content work. Turning your long videos into transcriptions and bite-sized clips is one of the absolute best ways to repurpose content, reach new audiences, and squeeze more value out of every single recording. There are a ton of tools out there that promise to automate all this stuff. And yeah, some of them kinda work, until they suddenly don't. Accent quirks, frustrating background noise, and unexpected paywalls usually kill the vibe completely. So today, I want to walk you through two totally free, simple ways to get decent transcriptions, and then share a much smoother, faster approach if you actually want ready-to-post clips and scheduling. First off, why should you even bother transcribing in the first place? If you're like me, you've got tons of long YouTube videos, interviews, and webinars. All of it is gold. But people often just want those quick, snackable moments. A good transcript makes it way easier to find quotable lines, repurpose content into captions, blog posts, or even short-form clips. But let's be honest, manual transcribing is absolutely soul-crushing work. Thankfully, there are always some solid workarounds available. If you're currently working on a laptop or desktop, this is the classic, old-school free hack that actually works surprisingly well. Open up a new Google Doc, navigate over to the Tools menu, and then hit Voice Typing. A little microphone icon pops up right there. Click it, press play on your video, and then just let Google's built-in speech recognition do its thing. To make this process better, use headphones to eliminate any feedback loops if you're playing audio through the same machine. You should also boost the playback volume just a little bit, and if the video is on the same computer, route the audio through virtual audio cable apps for the cleanest system hearing. The final result isn't always perfect. I usually still go back and correct a few things, but for a completely free method, it is incredibly legit. In my tests, it nails most of the words quickly, but punctuation is rough, and tricky accents can throw it off sometimes. Overall though, it's definitely much faster than trying to type everything out manually. Now, method 2 is great if you really don't want to mess around with any audio cables or virtual setups. Open up any notes or word processing app on your phone, like the Docs app or Apple Notes, whatever works, and bring up the keyboard. Tap the little microphone icon on the keyboard to enable voice typing, then immediately hit play on your video on the computer and hold the phone close to the speakers. Phones actually have surprisingly good built-in mics with decent noise suppression, so they often pick up cleaner audio than your desktop's built-in microphone. As a pro tip, try to put the phone right near the main speaker, not resting on the desk, and definitely minimize any background noise. If you happen to have earbuds, you can also route the audio through them and stick the phone mic right to the earbud speaker for an even cleaner signal. This mobile method tends to be a touch more accurate than the desktop approach, especially when dealing with tricky or strong accents. Both of these free hacks are useful to know, but they are not a complete end-to-end solution for you. You still end up with a raw transcript that you need to clean up, then you have to manually find the best clips, cut them, add captions, format them for every platform, and schedule all the posts. That whole extra process is like having to take on 3 completely separate jobs. Also, the speech recognition systems like Google's or your phone's are tuned for general conversation, not specialized for creative content production. Crucially, proper names, industry jargon, and niche terms get completely mangled by the software. And if you rely on paid transcription tools from the big players, or even single-purpose apps, you will quickly hit frustrating limits related to cost, upload caps, clunky editing, or a total lack of scheduling features. So this is where a much smarter approach needs to come into play. If you want to finally stop doing all that repetitive editing and actually scale content from just one interview or one long video, you need a tool that was built specifically for creators. That tool should find the potential viral bits, pre-edit them for you, and help you post consistently without you having to babysit the entire process. Imagine this. You upload your long video, and the system automatically finds the moments most likely to perform well, the emotional peaks, punchlines, or strong opinions, and spits out ready-to-post clips. You get the necessary captions, aspect ratio versions for TikTok, Shorts, and Reels, and a built-in calendar where you can tweak timings and auto-schedule them. This means no more fumbling around with complex 30-minute edits every single time you want to share something. That's essentially what all the modern smart AI editing platforms are aiming to accomplish. Now here's the caveat. Not all of these platforms are created equal in the marketplace. Some competitors will transcribe and let you edit, but they charge high monthly fees that definitely add up, or they focus strictly on accuracy rather than viral potential. Other apps might be great at generating the transcript itself, but lack the crucial scheduling or social management tools, so you still need a separate application to actually publish. Or conversely, they might have really weak trimming tools, meaning you are still stuck manually fine-tuning those critical final cuts yourself. The single biggest advantage of using a platform specifically built for repurposing long-form video is the massive amount of time you ultimately save. Instead of you hunting for 90 seconds of gold inside a 2-hour recording, the AI automatically surfaces those perfect clips for you. Instead of constantly exporting and manually resizing for every single platform, the smart system gives you all the aspect ratio variants you need instantly. And instead of juggling 5 different apps to finally publish your content, you can just set a posting cadence and let the AI automatically queue everything up. Let's speak real talk. Pricing structures and usage limits genuinely matter a lot to creators. A few of those fancy standalone editors are awesome, but they cost a hefty $30 to $80 per month and still don't include scheduling. Others promise perfect transcriptions, but hit you with a variable charge based on every single minute you process. If you are a creator trying to grow without burning through all your cash or all your time, those costs and tedious workflows quickly become major blockers. That is precisely why an integrated tool that focuses on clip creation, scheduling, and calendar management is what wins out for consistent creators. So how do you actually implement this smarter workflow when you put it into practice? The first step is simply uploading your raw video, and it doesn't matter if it's a long YouTube video, a webinar, or a recent recorded live stream. Next, you let the AI thoroughly scan the entire file for all the highlights. Look for those great teasers, strong takes, and moments with good engagement potential. Then, review all the AI's suggested clips, making minor tweaks to the start or end points if you want, picking which aspect ratios to export, and correcting any industry terms that got funky. After that, utilize the built-in content calendar feature to easily drag and drop those refined clips into a predetermined posting schedule. You can even set a consistent frequency, like 1 clip every other day, and the system will automatically publish them for you. Finally, monitor the overall performance metrics so the AI system can continuously learn and get even better at its suggestions over time. The more you actually use the tool, the smarter and more accurate its suggestions become. Here are a few little hacks to boost your content performance, regardless of which specific tool you end up choosing. Always ensure you lead with a strong emotional hook within the very first 2 or 3 seconds of any short clip you publish. While the AI can often find these great moments, if you know your absolute best stuff, you should highlight those clips for the system. You must always double-check the generated captions for proper names and any niche industry terms, because speech recognition still trips up on jargon. Also test multiple different thumbnails and even different opening frames for the exact same clip to see what performs best. Sometimes that tiny, almost invisible change in the first frame is the difference between getting 1,000 views and getting 100,000 views. Maximize your workflow efficiency by batch uploading a full week or even a month's worth of content at one time for automatic release. Let's quickly compare this smarter workflow against some of the other options that are currently out there. The free methods like Google Docs typing are great for getting raw text, but they create a completely manual pipeline if you need clips and scheduling. Dedicated transcription services are often more accurate, but they charge you by the minute and still don't solve the harder problems of clip selection or scheduling. General video editors that happen to have some AI features offer decent editing capabilities, but they are usually expensive and not truly focused on multi-platform posting. All-in-one creator platforms automatically detect the viral moments, export platform-ready clips, and offer built-in scheduling to help you save time and maintain consistency. I definitely don't want this to sound like a hard sell. It's genuinely just about working smarter, not harder. If you are spending more time chopping up clips than you are actually making brand new content, you have a workflow problem, not a creativity problem. And the real difference between doing this all manually versus using a smart tool is gaining back several hours in your week. So considering everything we've discussed, what should you try out today? If you have never transcribed anything before, start with the free Google Docs or phone method just to get the actual text version of your content. It is fast, it is completely free, and it will definitely help you find those really quotable lines you might have missed. But if you are serious about scaling your presence, making a steady stream of short clips without burning yourself out, try an AI-powered clip editor that also schedules and manages your content calendar. Upload a single episode, let the system generate all the clip options, tweak the very best ones, and then schedule them out over the next few weeks. You will be absolutely amazed at just how much content you can repurpose from one single recording session. Alright, I hope this helps you finally stop wasting time on the dull parts and get back to making the content that you truly love. If you want more of these specific tips, hacks for batching, thumbnail tricks, and how to write captions that actually convert, make sure you are subscribed and check out my guides for deeper dives. For now, I recommend you try out both of those free transcription hacks, and then really experiment with an AI clip scheduler to see which combination frees up the most valuable time for you. Catch you all in the next video, and happy repurposing, everyone!